Hey gang, in today's episode, we're going to finish our quick overview of the history of sports cards with recent sports cards.
We're going to look at a few of our favorite cards from the past 20 years. And of course, at the end, we'll be ripping a few packs.
Okay, let's go! All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome to the third episode of Pack to the Future. We're going to finish talking about the history of sports cards. We're talking about recent cards, how they came back from the junk wax era. It dipped down. People didn't really like them. So how did they come back? Should we learn about it today?
Yeah.
So first of all, a lot of companies we mentioned in the last episode put effort into their cards. So they started making these cards that had these glossy photographs, more higher quality photographs, so at least it was a quality product that people were buying. One of my favorite cards from that era is this Rickey Henderson card. It's just
It like shows him running.
yeah, so he's the all-time stolen base leader. He's one of the fastest guys ever to play in Major League Baseball, and so they made these really cool cards that people wanted to collect again. One other company that really put effort into their cards was Fleer. They made this Fleer Ultra set, which was really cool. And going through my cards, I just found this. This is a Fleer Ultra rookie from, I think, 1992. It's a player that's not all that important.
What's the one with that?
What's his name?
Pat Mahomes.
Does that name sound familiar to you?
Patrick Mahomes.
That is Patrick Mahomes' dad. That is his rookie card when he played for the Twins. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that I owned this, but when I was going through, when we started getting my cards back out, I found this and thought that was pretty cool. The other thing that companies did is they started making their cards more exclusive. They started having parallel cards, meaning like the same card but a different color. They also started putting relics in their cards, meaning a piece of memorabilia. So a lot of times it's jerseys. Here's a soccer jersey card that has a piece of Rodrigo jersey.
Is that why they're thicker?
Yeah, they're thicker because that's how they fit the material or whatever it is in the card. Another kind of replica, they'll put bats in cards, or even nowadays they put pieces of shoes in cards. This is a piece, this is a Honus Wagner card. Go ahead.
A piece of a stadium seat.
Yes, so Honus Wagner played at Forbes Field for part of his career. This is a piece of that seat from the stadium. So this is amazingly, this card I think I bought for $10. I think this is so cool to have an actual piece of the seat in this card.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Also, they started having players sign autographs. So here's an autograph card that Ellis just bought. Why did you just buy this card?
Because he's Ellis.
Jonah Ellis, new player for the Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
They also started making numbered cards, meaning it's numbered, say, to 100. There's only 100 of them that exist in the world.
So it's like it's 63 out of 102. There's only 102 in the world, and it's the 63rd one made.
Yeah, and to have the first one off the line, so 1 of 100 is worth a little more, or 100 of 100 is worth a little more, or if they have a number match, like if the player's number is 7 and you have 7 of 100, it's worth a little more. Here's a card that I pulled that is numbered and a parallel. The regular cards are white. This is the pink variation of it, and it's numbered to 50. This is number 34 of 50. So it was the 34th that was printed of this exact card.
Cool. Rum Squad.
Bomb Squad.
Oh, you can't see it. Got him.
Oh yeah, because he's the basketball's covering.
Yeah.
The infamous Rom Squad line. You can even get, when you're looking for numbered cards, you can even get a 1 of 1, meaning it's the only one that exists in the world. So all of this scarcity has created more value and has made people want to come back to collecting. Thanks for joining us for the history of sports cards. Hope you learned a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. I know it's summertime right now, and any kids that are watching this, I hope it didn't seem too much like school. All right, it's time to rip some packs. Today we're going to be ripping an old Bowman pack from 1989, searching for a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. and some newer Bowman cards from 2021 and 2025. Looking for a good prospect with an auto, maybe a parallel or numbered. All right, starting out with a 1989 Bowman. This is like a jumbo pack, 31 cards. Bowman was one of the first producers of baseball cards in the 50s. They were bought by Topps and didn't make any for a long time, but they are back now with a vengeance. As you see, there's the newer packs as well, but I'm opening their first year back. They're like jumbo sized, a little bit taller. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, played for like 8 teams. Good card to start out with. Bobby Thigpen. I can't read a lot of these names. Mike Scott.
His names in cursive?
They're written in cursive, yeah. So
It looks like all of them are autographed.
they do look like autographs, but their sloppy handwriting makes it hard to read some of their names. I can't tell, like, okay, Ron Kittle, I can't read that name. Juan Bell, no idea on that one. I should brush up on my cursive reading, because these names are Ricky Henderson. Okay, there's a decent card when he played for the Yankees. There's another Mike Scott rocking the 80s glasses. So I got back to back Dale Murphy, Rick Sutcliffe, Sid Bream. Stole my childhood when
How
he
did
got.
they start it?
He was one of my favorite Pirates players. That was an Ellis Burks, and that's your name there. You can have that card. And Paul O'Neill, and Ted Williams. Just an ad, but some okay cards. Sid Bream played for the Pirates, one of my favorite players. Then he went to the Braves, and they beat us in the playoffs when Sid Bream, the slowest man in baseball, somehow scored from third. All right, Ellis's turn, opening the 2021 Bowman pack.
These cards are normal size.
Regular sized again. Okay.
Even though they look jumbo, since my hand is small.
That's true.
I see a shiny.
Why don't you go from the back? There you go. So we end on the best card. No great cards yet. Hopefully that shiny one is a good one.
Yeah.
Doing another chrome. Is it a Bowman first? Let's see. No, it's just like a regular card. All right, be a good one. Lewis. Royce Lewis was the #1 overall pick a few years ago. He hasn't really panned out yet, but that's a cool card. Cool throwback. It's the 1991 Bowman style.
My turn. I'm opening the 2025 pack.
Yep, brand new. These are going to be a lot of prospects still in the minors. The Zaire Hope is Dodgers #3 prospect. Yes, it could pan out. Let's see.
Roki Sasagi.
Another Dodgers. He is one of the best pitchers from Japan. He threw a no-hitter in Japan. They signed him with the Dodgers this year.
No hitter.
He didn't give up any hits in a whole game. Tigers President, we have a green James Tibbs. He was a first-round pick last year. And Jack Caglione. He was also a first-round pick. He tore through the minor leagues. He's already been called up. I think last week. He's been playing for the Royals. That is a numbered card, number 2.
399.
That is an excellent card. He is a super top prospect, and that is a great hit. That is an excellent hit. That's definitely worth a few bucks. Oliver had definitely the best pack with a Roki Sasaki and a Jack Caglione. Ellis had the cool Royce Lewis card, some chrome. I had nothing in my pack. Well, great hit. Thanks for joining us in episode 3. We'll be back again soon.